Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. That's the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he gets this up past the 40.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And he's brought down. 18 yards, first down Niners. Now Purdy. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Steps away to his left. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the pickup. First down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 40-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2nd and 9. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind.
Okay, so we got a nano blitzing cheater. Okay.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
Future, what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for, they got that accomplished.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.